Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Rafael Leao. Pulisic. Who played through for the wide man. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. JcJ receives it and he shoots! And now a sudden chance to counter. That's an imaginative pass. JcJ. It's Lobotka. Played out to the left flank. And here's Rafael Leao. And this is Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rafael Leao has it in a wide position. Tomori gets over and intercepts, and it's Lobotka. Spread out to the left. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. And that is expertly dealt with. Çalhanoğlu gets good distance on it. Well timed, excellent interception. So it is still 0-0. Rafael Leao. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Dybala.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Barella. JcJ. And this is Inzaghi. McTominay. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been slung wide. Now it's Barella. Barella was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dybala powering forward here. Ribéry crosses it. Terrific header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Looked and really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Lobotka getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the pass is intercepted. Hernandez. And back to the keeper. JcJ. JcJ will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafael Leao. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's there to get it away. And it's Lobotka. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Batalla. He's looking wide. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Pulisic plays it short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Rafael Leao, and it's Barella. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Now there's a fine ball. He gets big.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And they've got rid. Barella aims beyond the defence. Chance! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That is certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 7.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Locatelli. Baresi. Now Pulisic. Nicely spread. JcJ. That's tidy. An uncompromising challenge. McTominay defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
JcJ hurtling down that right flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lookman goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played down the flank. Rafael Leao receives it in a wide position. He's cut it out. Batistita.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That ball looks a good one. And this is Batistuta. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. The cross. Batistuta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
He rises! He will be livid with himself. Now, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 31.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pulisic gets across and deals with it. Can he get on the end of this? DiMarco. DiMarco going full tilt down the left. Hernandez is there and he can get that clear. Inter Milan have their second corner now. That's the throw. Bastoni calmly anticipates.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
McTominay! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Can he get it through? Played into space out wide. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And they win it back again. That pass has been well intercepted.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
JcJ did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Now it's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafael Leao. And it's Lobotka. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. 1-0 as we head towards the end. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks. and sustain some pressure.
Locatelli is foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero
Now there are
10.
plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Numero 11.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Il numero 77, il numero 13, il numero 18. Cambio di giocatori.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Kvaratskhelia is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
He's done very well to take that back. DiMarco goes on a charge down the left.
Il quarto uomo indica
We are
4
into
minuti di
overtime.
recupero.
Miretti, Tomori cuts it out. Evair. Batalla cuts out the pass. And he's opted for the long pass. Evair. That has not gone well. And it's Mkhitaryan. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie su
You